Previously on our Tasmanian adventure. So we can load 3 big adventure bikes into one small trailer. What's the problem, Adrian?
Just looking for a new tyre.
Hopefully this tyre change won't take too long. Just like that, Gaz and the boys f***ed off and left us. I don't think we're going to get the spirit of Tasmania tonight. Meanwhile, Gaz and the boys had found a nice pub to relax in. We're able to leave their cars and trailer at the Black Spur Inn.
Cheers. Pick up the 790.
As well, they were sitting pretty just around the corner from the very terminal.
That's sad.
It was finally happening. We'd made it. All we had to do was board the Spirit of Tasmania. Now it was time to follow our fearless leader, the great Bingus Kahn. Tassie never disappoints.
Doesn't get any harder, but it just keeps going. How hard could it be?
Welcome to Tasmaniacs, Episode 2. G'day boys and girls, artist Wayne here. It's Tuesday and who knows where the f*** we are, but what I can tell you is that we are travelling in the direction of Stanley, because that's where our accommodation is tonight.
Discretion. We're using discretion.
Wow, the boys must be getting soft, because that's twice we've turned around today. But like I've said in the past, we don't need a repeat of our monkey gum ride on the first day. We should just ease into it here in beautiful Tasmania. And it was here that Gaz Gaz and I would swap bikes.
Good looking bike. This sounds good.
Yeah, I get it, Gaz. My mighty Yamaha T7's a good looking bike and it sounds good. I'm pretty sure I got the raw end of the deal riding your Mini T. Anyway, we desperately needed fuel, so this was a great excuse to visit beautiful Waratah, which is built around a waterfall and is Tasmania's oldest mining town. A town full of historic charm. Oh, and look, across the road from the waterfall is a pub. We might as well take the opportunity to have lunch and grab a drink whilst we're here. Where are we, Gaz?
We're at Waratah.
Is that a painting of Mad Mal's great-great-grandfather?
It's what you have to look forward to now, big came-overs.
After lunch, we were off like a dog shot up the bum in search of dirt. But unfortunately, we didn't get far before we had to stop. As Bing and I rounded a bend, something bounced down the road between us. Bing thought it was a tin of tuna, but when we caught up to Gaz, we realised it was something else. What was that? The end of Gaz's muffler, along with his restrictor, had decided to leave him.
I hope
They do look like
they're not threaded.
Is it broken or what?
No. See if I can make one of these work to start with. I need a 10mm spanner.
Behold the best tool set ever. We're here with Gaz, giving him assistance to the DR.
Let's see if this fucking...
Oh look, the Honda and the T7s and the BMW, no problems, but the DRs, they seem to be having a lot of problems.
It's actually not a Suzuki part that failed, an Australian-made part that failed.
Yeah, whatever, Gaz. Don't disregard my great impersonation.
Go.
Yeah, it's still going in.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, like it.
Once again, we were off like a dog shot up the bum, only this time we were keeping an eye out for anything that fell off Gaz Gaz's mighty DR650. And yes, we finally found more dirt. In fact, we found tracks that would take us almost all the way to Stanley. You see, I'd received information from my man on the inside. Yes, I'm talking about a local. I'm talking about the great man himself, the man they call Phil. Now, Phil sent me some maps whilst we were on the Spirit of Tasmania, with a little note telling us to check out Dip Falls. Thanks heaps, Phil. And all I can say is that I passed your secret information up the line to the boys that were navigating this ride. But if you've seen any of our other videos, it won't come as a surprise that we couldn't find Dip Falls. However, we did manage to find some super fun tracks, which I guess shouldn't be that hard, seeing as we're riding through stunning Tasmania.
You doing, Gaz?
Incidentally, Gaz forgot he has Patrikios and ended up with a massive bruise on the back of his leg, thanks to his silly giant man baby behaviour.
You can do it, Santiago! Oh, Rocket, make it look easy. Oh, nice!
I don't know what you're surprised about, Gaz. Everyone knows I can jump logs because I'm loving this adventure gig more and more, and I'm definitely loving my mighty Yamaha T7. I was having great fun joining these 6 intrepid adventure mates as we ventured into the unknown on 2 wheels. In fact, I felt like I could do no wrong on the mighty T7, unlike some people. Yes, I'm talking about this bloke here.
Oh no!
Who incidentally would have a go at me later on, making things look hard. Adrian the power boy is stuck.
Stand up a bit straighter. Good. I'm pushing on, push against you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Is it in gear still?
No. Oh yeah, it is.
Hold it. 1.
That deep?
Oh, I went through the middle there. 790. Just kidding. You're good.
After so many nice flowy trails, except where Adrian f***ed up, we came to our first major obstacle blocking the road. And like busy little beavers, not the ones shaped like Tasmania, we set to work cutting our way through. Hopefully there were no more obstacles and we had a free path all the way to Stanley. Not bloody likely though, because everyone was stopping again. Unfortunately, this track was looking like it was going to be a major pain in our arse.
Okay, need some assistance, I can see that.
Put this on the same way.
Fucking hell! Got it! You hurt? The old ankle tap by the dead tree had the last laugh on camera.
Just remember, boys and girls, what happens in the bush stays in the bush. Unless you get knocked over by a tree, then it gets blasted all over the internet. And so it was that once we left one obstacle, we then came to the next. And as Gaz Gaz looked on like some council worker, the boys set to work cutting wood.
Just need rocket's touch. Good boy himself. Yeah, you're there. All good. Perfect.
Nice! I missed it. Oh, nice! That was close. You're too low. Can you do a little wheelies? You take off, then you'll be fine. I'll push.
Santiago's T7 sits lower than mine because he's fatter than me.
Ready? Go. Ah, fuck it, heavy cunt. Come back a bit. Gonna come back.
Gaz said come back, not hump your T7, Santiago.
Fuck. I can't push this by myself.
Use the
Ready?
force,
1,
Gaz.
2, 3, go. Not smooth as silk. What's going on? What are you doing there? You're a little untidy. I can try. Let me see on this stick first. Well, you nearly right out there. Yeah, back wheels, back. Ready? Yeah. That should be enough now.
Whilst Gaz helped extricate Rocket's GS out of there, being Brendo and I were clearing more of the track up ahead. And Bing was making sure he stayed on the right side of the branch this time. On to the next obstacle as we cleared Tasmania track by track.
Yeah. Yeah. I reckon we'll go around there.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We'll go again. Go.
Yeah,
We'll go
ready?
again.
Ooh. You're right near the edge now.
We can't afford to lose Bing over the edge. He's our navigator.
I'm going to pull you back around, okay? Wait a minute. Don't throttle. Ready? 1, 2, 3. How's that? Wait up, your peg's going to hit. That's it. Yeah.
Jump!
Right up, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Modifications are needed if we're going to fit the fat T7s through.
3 more.
Whilst the Rocket Man cleared this log on his sexy looking GS, up ahead on the trail was Gaz Gaz, getting himself stuck.
Go over this log. That might be enough to free me. I'm hung up.
You made that look hard.
Wowee, now I have the pin-up boy hassling me. But just watch what happens only moments later when Karma comes along and bites Adrian on the arse. This always happens whenever anyone hassles me. The adventure gods exact their revenge.
Nice! Fucking hell, why? See those fucking logs there? There's a problem in there, I think.
Payback's a bitch, but it's glorious to watch.
Wait. Go.
Poor Adrian. He was taking the phrase, "You're making that look hard," to a new level.
Go.
It's too hard to watch, boys and girls, when karma strikes back. Plus, I didn't have enough camera battery to film just how long it took Adrian to get out of there. Anyway, we hit the road after that. We were almost at Stanley. In fact, we were getting so close I could see Stanley's giant nut. Stanley is a romantic town sitting on a slender sliver of land jutting out into the Bass Strait on Tasmania's northwest coast. Remarkable for its incredibly well-preserved colonial buildings and its massive volcanic plug. What a huge fun day we'd had, and it was just the first. It was just the beginning. And lucky for Adrian and I, there was accommodation available because Santiago didn't book anything for us. Well played, Santiago, well played. And after we put everything on charge and got ourselves cleaned up, it was time for dinner and drinks.
Hey, don't take your shoes. No,
Why don't you leave your shoes on?
I don't want to leave them on.
Well, I want to take them.
I'm going to start hiding my keys.
The cracks are appearing in the alternate camp already. Day 2.
Taking off your
Oh, you already said I'll get the
because I don't
fuck
want,
right?
I don't want
Get
you
out.
guys to get angry. He's already been angry. You're getting
I don't get angry, right?
You didn't even walk with us.
Well, I didn't know where you went. You got the stairs.
We were yelling. Where were you?
What
What were you doing?
Let me tell you, boys and girls, the food here at the Stanley Hotel Bistro was absolutely beautiful. But sitting next to the giant man, baby, well, that was a test of my patience.
How many Ks tomorrow, Bing?
What?
How many Ks tomorrow? How much time can you spend looking around here?
Only 11, but it's going to be the hardest 11 you've ever done.
The following morning, Santiago and I were up bright and early looking for fuel, which Santiago said didn't exist, and also looking for a cafe, which Santiago also said didn't exist. And we passed that information on to Bing and the boys, who were basically running on fumes and desperately needed fuel. Imagine my surprise when I found there was fuel and a cafe here. Well played, Santiago, well played.
Where's Bing? What are we doing for breakfast?
Well, we told Bing there's no fuel here, but now there is fuel.
I just filled up.
And there's a cafe, so he's probably going to that town and he could very well run out of
We'll
fuel.
see him in the middle of the road and we'll just leave him there.
Well, I can tell you now we all had a great breakfast at the Touchwood Cafe before grabbing some fuel, and Gaz Gaz managed to ride 20 minutes with his choke on. Then we were off to Arthur River because today, boys and girls, we were heading to the Western Explorer via the Balfour Track, which is touted as one of the most difficult four-wheel drive tracks in Australia and is located inside the vast Arthur Pyman Conservation Area. It's a track you do not want to do in the wet, and the weather forecast today was 20 to 40 millimetres of rain. What could go wrong? And to find out if we make it, you'll have to wait for episode 3. So hit the like button whether you like the video or not, and subscribe because I need as many friends as I can get. I'm artist Wayne Dowsent, and this is Tasmania.